everyone, and welcome back to Beach Weekly, a podcast created and produced by Long Beach State student-run newspaper, the Daily 49er. I'm your host, Daily 49er news editor, Julia Terbeche. Check out our content at daily49er.com, where you can read campus and Long Beach-related news, sports, arts and life, and opinions, as well as multimedia content, including more podcasts, videos, and photo galleries. This is the lowdown for all things CSULB. Without any further ado, let's dive into the news. The campus was rocked with breaking news this Saturday after President Jane Close Connolly sent out an email stating that 5 Long Beach State students have tested positive for the coronavirus, 4 of which live in on-campus housing. In response, all residential students will be forced to go into quarantine for 2 weeks until testing and contact tracing is completed to mitigate the possibility of any further spread. Connolly said that she is concerned about graduate students and faculty being inconvenienced due to the actions of a few, and that, quote, failure to follow precautions is a selfish act.
The struggle for Puvungna continues. Members of the Native community gathered Sunday morning for a prayer walk and rally to call attention to their concerns over how the university is treating the 22-acre plot of land.
I cried because it's horrible. You know, they have no right to do that. And it's people's families. It's my family. It's our ancestors. And it's like I said, it's just disrespectful to the ancestors that are laying there in their graves.
That's Deborah Villa Barreca, a member of the Pascua Yoemi Yaqui tribe. She said that for her, Puvungna, as for so many others, represents home. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, much of CSULB has been closed down, and on-campus access is only allowed for those deemed essential. The administration has restricted access to Puvungna by requiring a permit for any visitors wishing to go onto the land. Parking lot G2 has also been closed down, leaving visitors without direct access to the land. Jeff Cook, CSULB's Associate Vice President for Strategic Communications, said the university has been, quote, very clear with their guidelines for campus access since the onset of the pandemic. Access to land isn't the only obstacle the community is dealing with. Nearly a year ago, construction crews began dumping dirt onto Puvungna, which was filled with trash, rebar, and wiring. Members of the Waneno Band of Mission Indians, Ahashiman Nation Ballardis, and California Cultural Resources Preservation Alliance Incorporated then filed a lawsuit against CSULB to hold the university accountable and establish a memorandum of understanding between the two parties. As part of the lawsuit, CSULB filed for a review with the Office of Historic Preservation. Juliana Polanco, State Historic Preservation Officer, found that the university failed to comply with penal codes that required them to seek review from the office before embarking on a project, and recommended the immediate removal of the debris piles from the land.
Now for some art and a little bit of life, here's our Arts and Life editor, Paris Barraza.
Thanks, Julia. This week, Arts and Life will be taking a look at 10 student recipients of the Sally Cassanova Pre-doctoral Scholars Program, which is meant to help encourage and fund CSU students interested in pursuing graduate programs. These Long Beach State students shared with us what sparked an interest in furthering their academic career and the research they plan on doing. And for all of you that are either living in the dorms or in Long Beach still, we'll be sharing with you some great spots to study at when you need a space outside of your home.
Thanks, Paris. That's all for this week. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Beach Weekly. Be sure to check out more of our content at daily49er.com. I've been your host, Julia. See you next time, and thanks for listening.